Dodge issues customer notification for Demon 170 owners. Stellantis quietly addresses power loss issues in this most powerful muscle car ever. And remember this video I made about a month ago? I kind of revealed to you guys that this was going on to where all these Demon 170s were being quietly recalled for issues. And I also happened to get in the mail just the other day the actual letter that Dodge is going to send every single customer, which make sure you pay attention to this if you actually have a Demon 170, don't throw it away. So I'm gonna go over this and reveal to you guys that I finally had a chance to take my Demon 170 to the dealership to finally get this recall done. And I found out there was more things wrong with my car than I initially thought. If you've been watching my channel for the last couple of years, you know I love a good deal. Whether it's saving $1,000 on Ram TRXs or Hellcats or helping you guys save money on your Demon 170s from all these dealer shenanigans, I love good deals. And there's no better deal that I can figure out online than with my buddies at Just Bought Ons and DragRacingWheels.com, where you can use my promo code BUTTER at checkout to save up to an additional 15% off on your next order. So check out my friends at Just Bought On and DragRacingWheels.com, where some of the best prices online just got a little bit better. The 2023 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 170, celebrated as the most powerful muscle car ever built, has been issued a customer satisfaction notification by the automaker. Stellantis has quietly announced that all 3,311 units of the Demon 170 are affected by a spark plug issue that has caused engine misfires and power losses. This comes after over a year of complaints from owners who noticed their cars weren't delivering the promised performance. Now, me myself personally, I didn't necessarily feel as though my car was not performing as good as it should have been. This is something that I've talked with Dodge ever since maybe, I think one of the first times I've came across this issue was around March of last year, where there was spark plug issues with a bunch of people's cars. Because as you guys know, I made a lot of videos talking about quality issues with the Demon 170 because I was working with a lot of owners in the background with variety issues, whether or not it was their dampener coming off and bricking the cars and destroying the engine blocks, or people having metal shavings in the engine bay because something happened, or broken engine mount. It's just a variety of issues. But the spark plug was one common thing that I was always having a conversation with Dodge about, because it seems though every time I told someone to go to the dealership, they get a spark plug check, every single person told me that all their spark plugs was not gapped properly. So I don't know whether or not this was an issue with the actual spark plug manufacturer Champion not gapping all the spark plugs, or if this was an issue on Stellantis' end, because this engine was apparently built down a Stellato where the other 6.2 liter Hemi engine was built at. I don't know whether or not it was their fault for not checking the spark plugs before they got put into the actual engine blocks and then put in Demon 170s. But even with over the course of the year, I've talked to people who even had Demon 170 crate engines, and even they said the same thing. They got dropped spark plugs out of the engine blocks, and they spark plugs were also not gapped properly. So I don't know exactly who did this, but I know this is not limited to just only the Demon 170s. This is also going towards the actual crate engines. If you have a 6.2 liter Elephant block, whether or not it's the actual smaller one from the Demon 170 or the bigger 426 one, I would take your spark plugs out of that block and check to make sure that they're actually gapped properly. Because I've had at least, I think 2 or 3 people who's had those blocks come and tell me that all the spark plugs are not gapped properly. Like I showed you guys just a second ago, I got the actual letter from Stellantis. I don't know how good it's gonna show up. Motor vehicle notification. It's kind of hard to see because I got bright lights all in front of me and stuff. The letter basically just tells you, when you go read it, I'll see if I put this on the screen for you guys to read right now. At FCA US LLC, we recognize the success of our business depends on the satisfaction of our customers. We are constantly monitoring the quality of our products and looking for opportunities to improve our vehicles after they are sold. Because your long-term satisfaction is important to us, we are contacting you on the important improvements we would like to make to your vehicle. This will be done at no charge to you. We are recommending that the following improvements be performed on certain 2023 Dodge Challenger vehicles equipped with a 6.2 liter high output engine. Why does my vehicle need repairs? The spark plug gap in your vehicle's engine may be set too high and sometimes too low. This may cause your vehicle to experience a reduction in power or engine misfire and may illuminate the engine malfunction indicator lamp. A lot of times it was either too much or too little. And there was also TSB from a year before that basically was for the actual text to re-gap the spark plugs, and if they had a spark plug that was too far out of gap, then they would go replace it. But I'm glad with this actual recall right here that they're going to replace all the spark plugs, because I know of at least 2 cars where a diode dropped down from the actual spark plug into the actual engine. One car, it actually destroyed the actual cylinder, so the person had to get a new engine block. The other person got lucky, and when it fell down in there, it didn't destroy anything. So I know at least 2 times this happened personally. SCA USA will repair your vehicles free of charge with parts and labor. To do this, your dealer will replace all the spark plugs. The estimated repair time is about 2 hours. In addition, your dealer will require the vehicle for proper check-in, preparation, and checkout during your visit, which may require more time. Your time is important to us, so we recommend that you schedule a service appointment to minimize your inconvenience. Please bring this letter with you to your dealership. And honestly, you do not even need to bring this letter, because I was able to get this scheduled without the letter. All I did was basically call the dealership and told them that there was a recall for Demon 170. And then once they looked it up on their computer, they was actually able to see it. So you don't actually need this at all, period. Just basically call your dealer for them to actually do the recall, because in the other video that I posted, which is this one right here, I basically tell you what all you got to do in here. You basically just call them, and there's a part number in there for the actual recall kit, and the recall kit is actually 16 spark plugs already in a box with 1 part number on there. So basically tell the dealer that you need to get the recall done, and they should be able to pull it up on their actual system. I think the recall number is A6B. They should see it, and then the part number is in the other video that I posted. I might put it right here. So basically they need to order that kit, and then when they do order the kit, then you're actually able to get the recall done. So even if you don't get this motor vehicle notification in, or you moved or whatever and Dodge doesn't have your updated location, you can still get this recall done. You don't have to, get this letter to get it done. But I did find one very interesting thing in this letter though about California. So apparently if you don't get this done, you're not going to pass emissions in California. The state of California requires the completion of this emission recall repair prior to the vehicle registration renewal. Your dealer will provide you with a vehicle emission recall proof of correction form after the customer satisfaction notification service is performed. Be sure to save this form, since the California Department of Motor Vehicles may require you supply it as proof that the customer satisfaction notification has been performed. In order to ensure your full protection under the emissions warranty provisions, it is recommended that you have your vehicle serviced as soon as possible. Failure to do so could be determined as a lack of proper maintenance for your vehicle. I don't think I've ever heard anyone from California say that they're having issues getting their Demon 170 to pass emissions, but I guess since it's an actual active recall now, that you actually have to get it done. So that's very interesting. Like I said, I never heard anyone from California say anything about them not being able to actually get it done. So I was thinking that I was going to miss my appointment for my Demon 170 because it's supposed to snow today. But lucky for me, when I woke up, there's no snow on the ground. It was supposed to snow later on in the day. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning right now. So I dropped my Demon off maybe an hour ago. And they actually called me back and told me that I have another problem with my Demon 170, which is my oil cooler is actually damaged or is leaking or whatever. So for some reason, that is a problem, and I have to go and actually get another one. It left me a voicemail that my actual oil cooler is having a issue, because I thought that maybe because I had a oil change with my Demon 170 by the dealership, that maybe there's a fit or something that didn't actually tighten down. But he sent me this message that I need to get my oil cooler replaced. I'll play this real quick.
So I'm calling to let you know that you do have an oil leak. The oil cooler itself is actually leaking, but it's 4 to 5 days out. So the technician actually recommends not driving it until we can get that fixed for you. So just give me a call back and let me know if it's okay to leave it here, or if you do want to pick it up and then bring it back when I have the oil cooler. Just give me a call back. I'm going to text you too, so you can text me back. Thanks, buddy. Bye.
I actually need a whole brand new oil cooler in my Demon 170. As far as I knew, it did not leak until after I had my oil changed by the dealership. So I don't know whether or not when my car went to get oil changed that they damaged it then, but my car was not leaking at all period to after my oil change. So maybe that's what happened. But whatever, it is what it is. So I'm actually get my Demon 170 back from them. I know they said they don't recommend me driving it, but they're only like 10 minutes from my house, and I don't want to leave $120,000 car there at the dealership, especially when it's supposed to be a snowstorm coming in the area. And I don't want to leave a car this rare there. So I'm gonna go pick it up and bring it back home, and then whenever the oil cooler comes back, then I'll take it back over there. I drove the car maybe like about 2-3 times since I discovered this oil issue, whatever. So I'm pretty sure if I drive it, I'll be totally fine going straight from there to here to back over there when the oil cooler comes in sometime next week, hopefully. And then usually every time I had to go get an issue done, it takes like 2 weeks. So it's probably gonna be down for another 2 weeks again to get this oil cooler fixed. But that's basically what's going on with my car, that I found something that's wrong with it. So I'm thinking that it's the actual dealership that actually messed up my oil cooler and not, you know, it being bad on its own. But yeah, but like I said, if you need to get your vehicle recalled, you do not need this letter. Just go and actually call your dealership and tell them you want the recall done. If you go watch the other video that I made, that's all the information you need to get this recall started. And then whenever I get my Demon 170 back, I'll let you guys know about that, and you know how the car feels and everything. Well, I should know today how it feels, but I'm not gonna get on it too much because now I know that I got an actual oil cooler that needs to be replaced. But yeah, but let me know what you guys think, and until the next time, I'm out.